Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Markich here with your outlook for July 29th, 2015, and we're going to have another mostly sunny day here. Get a few clouds in the afternoon, called sunny to partly cloudy. Another very hot day today. We're talking about winds coming out of the southwest. A little bit warmer than it was yesterday. I know many locations got into the lower 90s for highs. We had highs 92 in Allentown, 93 in Philadelphia. So add a couple more degrees to that high for today, and that's what you'll get for your Wednesday. Going over to the, take a look at the NAM here. It is the forecast high temperatures from the NAM here, and some very aggressively high temperatures across our coverage area. These are all 90-degree readings here, favoring the interior locations. Away from the shore points here, and we're very hot here. The temperatures in the low to mid 90s once again. Some of those areas that were again like 92, 93 are now more like 94, 95 today, with nothing to really inhibit the heat of the day today. As we get into Thursday, we're going to have a cold front that's going to approach here, and it's very weak, doesn't have a lot of precipitation with it. There's a lot of dry air that is fighting in the mid-levels here. This is also going to come in probably mid to late afternoon across our coverage area here, so it's going to be a little bit earlier, not going to take full advantage of any heating of the day. Not a lot of shear involved also, so we're not expecting any severe storms, or at least not widespread severe. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these storms, if they can get going, can produce a few near severe wind gusts, but that looks like it's going to be an isolated in coverage, few and far in between. Let's go over to this is the global models here we're looking at here for Thursday. Let's look at what the NAM has. NAM's equally unimpressed here, and this is a look at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just starting to initiate here at this point from a very broken line here, and so you might have some broken line segments starting to form here on Thursday afternoon, but really nothing in great organization. Starts to get going a little bit better here by 5 p.m. and you can see it's just about cleared Pennsylvania here. This is with the actual cold front, and again, you might have some of these little isolated. Don't take these spots for granted here. That I'm saying these the exact spots I'm circling here. Just the heavier cells embedded in here will be associated with that line here, and those could produce some gusty winds. Again, not necessarily where this model is indicating they will be, but somewhere along this line. If it does congeal to a line segment or perhaps broken line segments, you could get some bowing out from that. But that's not expecting a lot of severe weather just because of the lack of shear as currently modeled. And then that moves down to the southeast and off the coast. This frontal boundary will then stall south of our area, so we're going to expect this to stay to the south here, keep us high and dry. It's going to be stalled kind of, this is the same frontal boundary that just went through here on Thursday, kind of just going to sit here. We're just not looking late in the day on Friday, and it's still kind of hanging around down here. So that boundary will stall, but the heat and humidity will not go away. We're going to have on Friday, we're going to have winds out of the northwest. We'll have one break of humidity. Not too bad over the weekend. It should be just increasing slightly. And I think you really get into the heat and humidity as we get into early next week. And the dew points really will start to increase. And I think the dew points here on over the weekend won't be too bad. But in part because of this front being down here, it's actually going to take away rob some of these dew points here in this area, so we'll probably keep dew points in the 60s here over the weekend as opposed to the 70s, which will make it just unbearable. But we are expecting temperatures to go back in the 90s both Saturday, actually not ever leave the 90s in some locations of our coverage area, especially down towards Philadelphia, anywhere from like you say East Central PA, Southeastern PA, interior Southern New Jersey, interior Northern New Jersey. As you get over toward places like Newark, back to Allentown, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, and then interior South Jersey and northern Delaware at the very least, we're looking at temperatures that will probably not go below 90 on any given day for the next week. That's what it's looking like. So, we'll have days generally hanging out in the low to mid 90s here, but really not saying anything that's going to give us any relief here on any day here. The next chance of precipitation after this little bit that you might have on here on Thursday will not come until the middle of the following week. So we got a long stretch here without any rainfall also. So we're going to go with as much rain as we had in June. We're kind of balancing it out a little bit with a very lackluster rainfall period here. Not expected to get any appreciable rainfall at the very earliest until next week, and even that looks just like scattered thunderstorms at that point. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for July 29th, 2015. Have a great Wednesday.